Hello traders, it's Forex Evangelist right here, and welcome to our weekly Forex forecast from Bullish Trend Forex Academy. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the economic calendar. This is just for currency pairs, and from subsequent weeks we are going to be also posting weekly Forex forecast on commodities, cryptocurrency, and stocks as well. So we are going to be starting the analysis looking at economic data. So we have to understand what important economic data are we expecting on economic calendar for next week. So we have to plan our trades according to that. And after that, we are going to be looking at the macroeconomic analysis, which is idea generation, how we select our pairs, the pairs that we are seeing that is strong and that weak. And we are going to pair them, all right, based on macroeconomic divergence, all right, the ones that are strong and the ones that are weak. So if we look at the economic calendar right now, what we can see here is on Monday here, we don't have any strong high impact. We have important economic data like services PMI from AUD, the Kazakh services PMI from China, services PMI from Sweden, details from Switzerland, and we can also see the HGOB services PMI from the Eurozone, Germany, France, and Italy as well. That's all on Monday, all right? So that's a Monday. We have consumer confidence from Mexico and German CPI as well. So we continue on Tuesday. We have bidding approval from Australia and CPI from Switzerland, important data. We have manufacturing PMI from Norway and unemployment rates from Denmark. So actually traders may not be able to trade all these currency pairs because most of these economics are interrelated, right? If you understand macroeconomic analysis very well. For example, data in China can affect the flow of money. So it's important for you to understand these data, all right? Because it's going to help you a lot in your trading. So we keep going, and then we have trade balance data from Canada, which is lagging or a coincident economic indicator. We don't really use it to predict future price. So on Wednesday, don't have anything much on Wednesday aside from consumer confidence, from Eurozone and PPI from Eurozone as well, an important economic data to predict inflation. So we have not so much again. Every other day here is for the energy markets. All right, like we said, subsequent weeks are going to bring it in. First, weekly commodity forecast for commodity asset classes. So we go on and PPI from Mexico and nothing much again. All right, nothing actually much again. Then on Friday we have non-farm payrolls and to end week. So that is just basically what we are anticipating on the market. So if we go to the Excel sheet and show you guys, what currencies are strong, what currencies are weak. So and if we begin to look at that, all right. So I'm going to focus in on Swiss, pound, euro, and USD. All right. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on, and then I'm going to be overlaying that on charts to see the pairs that gives me the best setup. And not just that, I'm going to be also looking at COT, report data based on weekly shifts for it to align what I want to do. Then I'm going to be looking at NZD and AUD weakness, Canadian dollar weakness, and JPY. That's bearish, all right? So I'm going to be pairing these strong ones against these weak ones. So let's go to my watch list for the week, what I want to give to you guys, and let's see what we have. And then we'll analyze it together. And then we'll also be visiting the COT report. So now for EURCAD, I'm bullish on EURCAD, right? Because euro is stronger based on macro data right now compared to the Canadian dollar. But the oil is probably pushing to the upside since the December holidays, and that has been impacting the Canadian dollar in a way. So, but notwithstanding, the Eurozone, seems to be showing a strong data compared to the Canadian economy, all right? So what am I going to be looking at for on EURCAD? Already we have gotten a sharp move to the upside. I'm going to be waiting for a corrective structure like this, something similar to what and then upside again, all right? Whether it's going to take away this high, that is not for now, but I'm going to be looking for a buy opportunity after a corrective structure, but something similar to what has happened here. All right. After this, then we'll know what happens next. So take note of that. For EURCAD, what we're looking for is corrective structure to the downside, upside again. Okay, for EURCAD for next week. So that is it for EURCAD. Move on to the next page, pound card. Similar move on pound card. All right. So for pound card, we have gotten a sharp drop, a corrective structure here. All this is impulse here. So similar thing to what we are looking at for the EURCAD. Any corrective structure here, I'm definitely going to be looking for buy setups to the upside. That is the only thing I'm going to be looking at. Okay. After a pullback and a corrective structure, I'm going to be looking for buy setup. So the question most traders is going to be asking me, then what do I want to do? I'm going to be waiting for this and then going to be going for this. Why? Because I want to go with the flow of macroeconomic analysis. I want to go with the flow of fundamentals. So I'm only going to be looking for opportunities which are going to be buy setup, right? So probably taking away this high, that's not what I'm going to be looking at for now, right? Because that can happen in well, so I'm going to just buy setup like this. That's what I'm going to be looking at. So now, if I go to the COT report data to look at the shift in positions for EURCAD and pound card. So for pound card, still slightly on the negative side, but when the COT report comes out, we could probably be seeing shifting positions again being positive. And I think that's same with EURCAD as well. If you can see here, EURCAD shifting position, you can see EURCAD here. You can see shifting position have been slightly negative as well. Probably if we see the incoming data from CO2 reports, we could see it slightly positive. So that is it. And we go on over to the next page. The next one we have here is pound yen. So for pound yen, I'm going to be looking for buy setups as well. So what am I looking at for pound yen? Now, price has given us an impulse here, so what I'm anticipating on pound yen is another drop to the downside, but I'm not going to go for this drop. All right, this drop is expected to pick away this low here, and after that, we'll be looking for our buy setups again. Our buy setup probably something similar to this, maybe not now, but we have 70% chance of price giving us something similar to this again, an up move here. All right, after taking away this low. All right, and just 20-30% chance that price will push the downside, taking away this side. So what I'll be looking at for, based on my system, based on our strategy, is to push the downside. Probably it can start here, all right? But probably the ideal thing, based on our system, what I anticipate price to do, this is a statistical edge, all right? For price to push the downside. Take away this low because there's a lot of liquidity lying below these lows, all right? Price pushing to the downside, taking away those lows, and then if not something probably similar to it. After that, not the next thing to do, all right? Then if we go to COT report, because if you look at macroeconomic data, we can also see that pound is ranking higher. Again, that's what we're looking for. Pound yen, set up to the upside. And if you look at for a long time, you can see that pound yen has constantly been pushing. So that's what pound yen opportunities to the upside. All right. So I'm only looking for buying opportunities on pound yen. So if I look at the CO2 report, like I said, for pound yen, let's see shifting positions based on what is happening for pound yen. So we can see pound yen here, still, positive on 112 week shift after a negative 1 2 week shift. So let's see what happens in incoming price data, but not so clear. So we'll now move on to the next one, which is pound Oz. All right, so let's look at pound Oz. So pound Oz, just similar move with um mm, pound yen, right? I see that if we go to our macro data, right, we can see that AUD here is ranking, as the last based on all the about 21 currencies you have seen here, right? AUD is ranking the last. So um that tells me that this is one currency that I should be for great opportunity compared to the other pairs I've mentioned here. And you will see that on COT data as well. So what is price trading? You can see based on that market data, you can see how price, this is a forward chart. You can see how price will pushing to the upside. This is simple macroeconomic divergence, all right? But that's giving us impulse productive. So what I'll be anticipating here is only a buy sector. Price here has given impulse, pullback, impulse. So if this is a corrective structure, I'll be glad to wait for the downside. Then I'll look for something at least similar to this. All right. So I'm only interested in buy setups. That is what I'm doing on the PowerPoint. All right. So if no buy setups, I'm not interested in any move. Price push the downside. I'm going to wait for it to take away this low. I'm looking for buying opportunities. So if we go to the CO2 report and look at for what pound oil is probably doing, then we could see that pound oil has been you can see on a positive shift. All right, you can see 1 week shift here. You can see 2 week shift here. You can see 3 week shift here. All at one positive side. All right, so meaning the big banks and institutions are in line with what we are doing based on macro, and that is why I'm probably going to look for buy setups of pound oil. So the next one we look at for is pound in New Zealand. All right, similar thing with pound oil as well. You can also go to macroeconomic data. Okay. All right, so we can see pound ranking here second, and we can see New Zealand ranking, second to last. So New Zealand economy is very weak, and all these things are based on macroeconomic divergence. Like I said, all right, central banks that are on the cutting cycle and those ones that are not cutting, and then growth and everything, and inflationary pressure as well. So if I go to the chart here, so what am I looking at for? So pound using that, you can see an impulse here. You can see a collective structure impulse. So probably price is giving us, the pullback at a small corrective structure if we go to the hourly chart. So any push to the downside, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to the upside again. Probably something similar to this again. At least the minimum. I'm only interested in buy cycles. Okay, that is pound New Zealand. So and if we go to the CO2 report as well and look at the New Zealand, what can we see there? We can also see that it has been on a positive shift. So you can see positive shift on 1 week, positive shift on the 2 weeks, positive shifts. And we can see the degree, of strength or weakness. Because of AUD being so weak, you can see the 2 week shift is on the positive 54.94, and 3 week shift is on positive 66.95 compared to pound New Zealand, which is 23.35 points. So you can see that is based on the macroeconomic data. This one is so clear. Look at that, you can see that NZD is a little bit higher than AUD. So this is based on strong macroeconomic reports you are seeing here. Right? And that is for partners that I said. Push the downside, slightly taking away this low. Right? That's what I'll be waiting for, and then look for buy setup. Minimum something similar to what I have. Then the next currency pair on our watch list is can look out for that is Euro New Zealand. All right. So for Euro New Zealand, I'm also looking for a push to the upside. You can see price has been pushing to the upside, all this while. So here we got impulse back if we get a push to the downside, I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to be looking for price to the upside. Maybe in this range, we come to take away desire, right? Because price is trying to give us what price is trying to do here is trying to give us something similar to what was happening. right? So if that is the case, after taking away these lows here, we want to be looking forward buy setups because here we have a lot of liquidity to go these levels, right? So price coming to the with these levels anywhere around these levels, right? We could see price pushing back to the upside, and this buying opportunities is what I'm only interested in. Okay? So if I go to the CO2 report as well, or maybe let me start with macroeconomic data. You can see Euro and you can see New Zealand, all right? Then if I go to the CO2 report, look out for Euro New Zealand. Let's see what Euro New Zealand is giving. So you can see Euro New Zealand is also on the positive side. 1 week shift, you can see on the 2 week shift, sorry. Then on the 3 week shift. So you can see both all of them are on positive side. Okay. So continue and we'll go over to the last pair we have, which is Euro AUD. Similar case of what we are anticipating on Euro exchange rate strong. You can see price has been to the upside for a long time. And you can see that on macroeconomic data, why this has been happening. Because Euro has been the better currency compared to the New Zealand dollar and now the Australian dollar as well, all right? So you also look at the bond yields, everything is pointing to one direction. Euro bonds, the German bond yields are moving faster than the New Zealand and the Australian bond yields. So you can see what we're anticipating here is this corrective structure here, anticipating that as well. So any push to the downside here, all right? A lot of liquidity lying below this leadership. Price can push it downside. I'm looking for price option as well, probably to take away the size, all right? Or maybe just short term buy, something similar, something like this. So that is all we are looking at for on the currency pairs, all right? So like I said, in subsequent week, we are going to bring in your updates on commodities, stocks, cryptocurrencies, and even maybe NFTs, all right? Everything here is based on sound knowledge. This is not an investment advice, all right? So it's just based on our system telling you next direction. In price is not a signal. We're just trying to tell you based on our sound knowledge, based on mental analysis or macroeconomic data. And then sentiment analysis like CO2 reports, and then comments in the chat to show you technically for you to understand how price moves in the next direction. All these currency pairs to this week. All right. So I'm wishing everybody a happy trading. Please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe this video to a lot of traders. Find this video helpful because sharing this video is how we found us, all right? And it's going to help the YouTube algorithm to so thank you very much and wish you a happy trading. Peace.